So welcome everybody. And as always, this practice is for you to take care of yourself, to breathe, to move, to be present, not think about have-tos and shoulds and what you're going to do later, or what happened this morning, just to come into the present moment. And I'll offer different ways for you to, any modifications for you to do the poses, but you're always welcome to back off at any time, to rest, to come back in, and or to do a variation that works for you. At the end of the practice, if you have any questions about specific things, we could talk about that as well. And so let's begin. So I'm going to move my chair away. And welcome. So let me make sure you can see me. Oh. And we're going to start with something called Doan, which is a form of self-massage. So first, let's just get loosey-goosey, shake out. Just move your energy. Might have just gotten up a little while ago and sleeping. The nice thing about Zoom, you can make noises, you could do silly things, you could do whatever you want. So when you're on a recording, I think that's the beauty of it. And you can come in your PJs. So, Doan is a form of massage that's done with loose fists. But on the head, we'll use our fingers. So we're just going to start with a little tapping. Moving gently on the face, a little slapping. And then go to your ears and give them a nice rub and pull. The ears, like the hands and the feet, have a lot of acupressure points that correspond to organs and glands in the body. Good. Don't pull too much, it'll be a dumbbell. Good. And then go to your neck. Slap. Good. So we're going to slap down the inside of the arms, or you can lightly punch. This wakes up everything in your body, wake up on a cellular level. Just start to breathe. You go as hard or as lovingly gentle as you like. Play with it. Go a little hard and a little soft. Good. A couple more times. Good. Check that out. We'll go to the other, go across the chest and down and up. Follows the paths of the meridians too. Beautiful. Give yourself a little gentle here, there. So you can make sounds and you'll hear the vibrations in your body. A little pattern here. And then come down. Sides, Emily, for some reason you're coming on. Okay, down and up the front. Down the back, down the sides, up the insides. Good. Take it. So you can really go a little. Bend your knees as you go down. Good. And then we're going to go down the back and up the front. So you can even, start buttocks up. One more time. Whew. And just bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Take a deep, full breath in. Soften your eyes and just feel the tingling vibration, energy in your body. Good. So the next thing we're going to do is called expelling the venom. So if you have any venom, mental, emotional, physical, you're going to bring your arms up, and it's a shh, and just let it go. So we're going to bring the arms up, shh, and let it go. Just open up, breathe in, and shh, and let it go. Big breath in, shh, and let it go. And again, big breath in, shh, and let it go. Now we're going to do it slowly. So I'm making fists, make 2 fists, and feel your muscles hugging your bones, and go shh. And let it go. Let's do that 2 more times, slow. Big full breath in and shh. And let it go. And again. And taking a deep breath in and out. We're going to bring some love into our body now. And this is in energy medicine, it's called the 3 hearts. So from that work we just did, you might have a little energy in your hands, you might feel a little tingling. So take these little tingling, healing hands of yours and just make a heart shape around the energy in front of your head. Just imagine you're making a heart. Now the next heart is the torso, and then the next one will be the legs. So now you're in your torso. Just breathe in and out. Just feel like you're making a beautiful heart. Your heart energy is just flowing. Good. And then we're going to make a heart on the bottom. So bend your knees, make your heart. And then come up and make a big heart. And come to your heart, thumbs at your heart, and just press out your energy field. Feel like you're expanding and enlarging. So any way you like, just push it out, make it bigger. You see, this is star power. Movie stars and actors and people who do big public speaking, they come into a room and they have very large energy, right? They just magnetize it. So take up your space, physically and energetically. Good. And just feel the energy not only in your body, but surrounding you. Feel expansive. Breathe into that space. And we'll do a little breath of joy. So, with the breath of joy, just swinging the arms, bending the knees, and it's like you're the conductor of your life. So breathe in, ha. Sip, 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 ha. Ha. Just let it go. Ha. Make big noise. Ha. Ha. 3 more times. And just take a moment to integrate and absorb that. And bringing your arms up. Hold on to your left wrist. I'm mirroring you. Take a deep breath in. And just come over, do a little lateral stretch. Now bring that left hip a little forward and pull a little bit more. Take another breath in and out and stretch. Good. And then come back up. Take your hand on the other wrist, pull, feel that side of your body. Take a deep breath in and come over lateral. Bring that hip a little forward, give it a little stretch. Breathe in again. And exhale and pull. Beautiful. And then come back, open up the arms. Bring your arms behind you in a yoga mudra. Stretch your heart space, chest open. And then bring your hands to your lower back, your sacrum. We're going to do a little back bend. So just press your pelvis forward, thigh bones back, and telescope your ribs so that your heart and your nose are reaching for the ceiling. Feel your shoulder blades firmly planted on your back, the wings of your heart, pressing your heart forward. Good. And then coming forward, we're going to bring the hands to the knees. So you see I'm like this. We're going to do a little cat and dog. So we're doing some movements just to wake up the spine. So I'm a dog here and my knees are bent, right? Now breathe, okay. Let's stand up. Breathe in and breathe out. Coming into a cat. Your knees are bent. Sorry about that. Now breathe in, straighten a little bit, and then breathe out, rounded. Breathe in, tailbone and heart comes back, and breathe out. Now the legs straighten. I got it now. Okay. Breathe in, bend your knees, nice long spine from the tail to the crown. Draw that navel in and up. You could drop your chin, round your back a little, and breathe in. Broaden the collarbones. See if you can round your back with broader collarbones. A couple more times. Straighten a little and bend. Good. Last time, round and bend. And then bring your hands to Yoga Mudra. Come over, bring your nose between your knees if you can. Stretch your back. Shake your head, yes and no. And just bring your fingertips down to the ground. Straighten your legs, best of your ability. Do not lock the knees. Bend the knees again. Bring your hands to your hip crests and just come straight up. Beautiful. And the last movement of the spine, so we did our laterals, a little flexing, stretching. I'm just going to do a little empty coat sleeve. So let's spiral. Let's swirl our energy with this coat sleeve. It's a little different than just the smacking. We did enough smacking today. So spiral, spiral and reach, spiral and reach, spiral and reach. It's a very gentle way to start twisting the spine. Good. Bring that to a close. So spreading your toes, we're going to start building our poses. So just lift your toes up. Bring your metatarsals towards your heels so your arches feel like they're lifted. And if you can, Put your pinky edge down and your big toe down, and then spread the other toes. If you've never done it before, believe me, if you practice this, you can get it most of the time. Now scrunch your toes. Big scrunch, be on the big toe mound. And now lift your toes, be on the ball of the foot. Spread them. See how far you can spread your toes apart. And now put the big toe down, spread and put the pinky edge and the other ones. Good. So bring your weight over the arches. Feel those feet. Just bring your mind down into your feet and see if you could root. Grow those roots 10, 20, 30 feet below. Just imagine that you are connected and growing your pose up like a tree. Good. So your weight is over your arches, your pubic bone and tailbone is neutral. Bring your hands to your hip crests. Feel your spine from your tailbone lengthening. Feel the crown reaching. Arm bones back. Heart space open. And just bring your arms out a little bit. Stretch your fingers. It's a form of Tadasana. Feel grounded. Feel your energy moving down through the legs, up through the torso and crown, out through your fingertips. Strengthen your back by really energizing the back arm muscles and your shoulder blades. And then just bring the arms down. So we're going to do what we call toga, a little feet work. So inhale. And as you exhale, just lift your right heel. You're going to inhale and exhale and hinge. Just bending both knees. Notice how I'm trying to keep my knees parallel, my legs parallel, not like that. I don't want my ankle in. So try to work that. Inhale. And as you exhale, put the heel down, wrap your glutes, and lift up. We'll do that on the other side. Breathe in, lift the heel. Breathe out, we move on the X. Breathe in, put the heel down. Now really push into those feet, those grounded feet. And as you exhale, wrap the glutes and lift. Beautiful. So now we're going to come forward. So I want you to watch. I'm not just going like this. I want you to step in it. Step forward, okay? It doesn't have to be that far. So inhale, and as you exhale, just step forward. So 2 legs parallel. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in. Wrap the glutes, press into the floor, push yourself up. Good. Now scrunch the toes. You're on the big toe now. Take a deep breath. Exhale, hinge. Now, as you breathe in, see if you could just lift that foot up and come to the top of the foot. Put your weight into the left leg. You don't want to wait too much, but just stretch the top of your arch. Now, if you can, take a deep breath in and hinge. And as you take another deep breath in, exhale, come up and just wiggle out, shake out that foot. Good. Notice the difference, if there is one, between the 2 feet. Don't tell me this one hurts. It should feel alive. Okay. So let's take a deep breath in and step with this foot. So we're in 2 parallels. Let me come back a little so you can see me. Take a deep breath in and hinge. We're using our joints. Take another deep breath in. Wrap those glutes and come up. Breathe in and make a foot fist. Breathe out and hinge. Breathe in and lift up, oops, and come to the top of the foot. Good, stretch the top of that arch. Breathe in and hinge, and breathe out, push up, and release. Okay. Just shake out your feet, shake out your legs, shake out your arms. So we're going to do some standing poses, which are strong, powerful poses. And the standing poses build our strength. So that we need strength. So let's do them. Okay. So the first one we're going to do, just spreading your toes about hip width apart, your feet. Okay. So we're going to come into the chair pose. So breathing in. Let's start with the chair just coming in like this. So watch. So you're coming in like this. Hinging, 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 sitting in a chair, right? Okay? Bring your arms up and stretch. So those pinky edges are reaching away from your tailbone. So breathe in, spread those toes, feel those grounded feet. And as you exhale, come up and just lift your heels. Stretch, reach, feel your heart reaching. And then breathe in, come down again. So here we are in our chair pose. Bring your arms behind you into Yoga Mudra and come into a flat back. So notice when I'm flat back, I have to lift my butt a little bit. Otherwise, I'm like that. And then bring your nose between your knees, stretch your arms. Shake your head, yes and no. Come back to a flat back. And come into a chair with the Yoga Mudra arms. Breathe. Lift up off your legs. And then bring the arms up. Lift up. Heels up. And palms together and come down. So we're going to build on that. We're going to go into the chair and come into some other standing poses. So I'll do it sideways. Just take a deep breath in and out. You could bring the arms up. Right? And come into your chair pose. Engage your lower abs. Distribute the weight in your feet. Feel the tail and the fingertips reaching away. Take a couple of breaths. You can release at any time. Build your own strength, stamina. Good. And then bring your arms behind you in Yoga Mudra and come into a flat back. And bring your nose down. Stretch again. And then come back up and just lift one leg and try to bring it behind you. You're in a diagonal, right? You could bend the front leg, come onto the ball of the foot, and then bring the heel down, come into your warrior. So you're a warrior one here. Scissor your hips, your legs, so that your hips are equal. Bend that front knee. You can even step a little forward. Legs back here. And then bring your arms into cactus. Open up that heart space. Cactus. Good. Stretch. Feel the back heel reaching. So you're stretching that calf muscle. And bring the hands behind you. Come up onto the ball of the foot and just explore your balance today. It's our first balance pose. So just stretch and reach. If you want, you could reach those arms forward, flex the back heel, and just come into your expression of Warrior 3. Make sure you're breathing. When you've had enough of your warrior three, bring your hands to the ground and stretch the leg that's in the air as far up as you can. Stand as, feel your thigh muscles drawing towards the groin. Take a few breaths. And if you'd like to explore, you could try to hold your foot with your ankle with one hand, maybe another. You can come in and out of this. And then just bring your hands back down and come into a wide dog. I'm as wide as my mat. Big wide dog. Up on the balls of my feet. Nice wide stretchy dog. Bend your knees towards the ground. Stretch them back up. Stretch your chest towards your legs. And then come into an upward facing dog. Okay? Thighs are not sinking. You can come onto the tops of your feet. You already stretched them. And then bring your knees down, toes together, and let's take a rest. In any expression of child that works for your body. Okay? So I'm going to spread my knees, let my toes come together. You could just be sitting cross-legged, whatever rest pose you'd like to take. Let's take 5 breaths here. Good. So now we have to do that on the other side. All right, so coming up, coming back into your dog, and just walk your hands and feet towards each other. And I'm going to do it on facing this way now this time. You could do it any way you want, just make sure you do the other leg. Okay, so here we go. Arms up. Come into your chair. Stretch, reach, ground, lift. Come into Yoga Mudra arms, flat back. Nose down. Stretch. Come back to flat back. Come back to your chair. And then take that opposite leg and just step it back, okay? So establish yourself in your warrior one. Bend that front knee. Scissor your legs. Want your hips facing in the same direction. Open like that. Okay, ground. Really feel those feet on the ground. The outer edges, big toe mounds. Toes, arches lifted. Let's come into a cactus. Okay? Stretch. Open up that heart. Bend that front leg. Stretch your back leg. Good. Breathe. And then your hands are behind you. Yoga Mudra. Just lift off and explore. How can I work my balance today? Use your lower abs. Work your ankle. If you want, you could stretch your arms. Your expression of your warrior three today. You can keep your hands over your hips. Be a helicopter. And when you've had enough, take your time. Stay as long as you like in any pose. Stretch that back leg up. Bring your hands to the ground. Breathe, stretch. 2 legs stretching away. And hold your ankle with one hand, or maybe 2. Try the 2 of them. Try one at a time, or try none. And then we're going to come into our big, wide dog. So come into your dog. Go as wide as your mat. It's a big, wide dog here. Right? Press. Make any adjustments to make sure you're in the pose that feels good. Oops. And then come into your upward facing dog. Arm bones back, heart forward. Come on the tops of your toes. Feet stretch. Firm those thigh bones to the ceiling. Tailbone down. Good. Bring your knees down. Come into any expression of rest pose for you. Big, full, deep breaths. Yes, and keep track. Perfect. Now walk your hands forward and come onto your belly. Stretch your legs away, okay? So you want to have a nice, long, I'm going to lower my chin a little bit so you can see me better. Stretch your arms and legs away from each other. Feel your belly breathing right up against the earth. Make sure you have room on either side of you. Make a little pillow and take 3 deep breaths, pressing your belly up against the floor, up against the earth. Now take the leg that is closest to me and just bend it up like this could be a half frog or an iguana, right? And flex that foot. And now you're going to stretch the other leg away and stretch the same arm as the other leg away. So give yourself a big stretch on the side of the body that's furthest away from me, and you will have your iguana leg. So just give it a big stretch. Good. And then bend that arm and come up, the elbow under the shoulder, right? Giving yourself a little twist here. Stretch the other leg away. And then come onto your hip. So if you have bony hips or hips that need a little cushioning, take your blanket and do it now, okay? Okay. So we're going to do a variation of couch pose. So open up, arm bones back, open up your heart, stretch your legs away. Feel that beautiful stretch in your side body. And then bend that knee towards your shoulder. Now a variation would be to bend the bottom leg as well, because that could help with stabilizing. Anything that's touching the floor is your foundation. So push into that to give you strength right? Sides of your foot, leg, arm, and then grab the big toe or wherever you can hold on. Give yourself a little stretch. Variation of couch. So I don't want to be sinking in. See this? Lift up away from your shoulder. Good. Take that leg and give it, we want to give ourselves a quad stretch wherever we can. You can even bend that front leg now. I'm pulling on my ankle, I'm opening up my heart. Breathe. Good. And then come back again, straighten that. Come back one more time. Good. And then just bend the leg. So we're like this. So I'm coming up, I'm stretching. Make a little mudra. Thumb and forefinger, spread the others. Wrist against your inner knee. Now push them isometric and that will help you. We are in a beautiful goddess pose. So my gods and goddesses, now, we're going to do this in variations. If you can, this is a bone strengthener. Push into your foot, the side of your foot, my hand, my arm that's on the ground. I'm going to try to lift my hips, if that works. And then come down, and then we come up to this arm. So again, see this? Now, I'm going to lift up away. And this leg, could be another goddess here. Open up, push against that leg to open up your chest. Same thing, if you choose. You can fists, arms, whatever. Come up and come into, I'm on the edge of my foot. You could be on the top of your foot, bottom of your foot. Push, try to push that hip up and open up my chest. Now some of you out there will be able to take this leg, straighten it and put it on top of the other. That's another form of Vasisthasana. Be my guest. If not, come down. Feel both sides of your body. And we'll do that on the other side. Just rub your wrists. So standing poses are strengtheners, but many of the floor poses are too. We're working with bones, weight on the bones. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to come into my iguana, half frog on this side, stretching this leg away. So the leg closest to you I'm doing, because I did the other one before. Right. Just stretch. Whatever side you're on, just make sure you're doing the other side. And then come up, elbow. I'm gonna give myself, I'm gonna lift up off the floor and give myself a little twist. I'm looking at my back foot a little. And now just come over onto that hip. Stretch your side body. Make yourself comfortable, adjust. Feel yourself lifting away from the floor. Bring your wrist, be your beautiful goddess. Press that wrist. Press the leg against it isometrically. Strengthen. So if you're feeling a little shaky, it's because you're moving a lot of energy. Done some very powerful poses today. Good. Now bring your hand here. Make sure your arm is in a comfortable position and really ground it. Try to even get the wrist working, edge of your foot planted. Use your hand if you want to lift you and open up. Push and reach away from the floor with this hand. Dynamic opposition. Push and lift. See if you can get that hip up, heart open. Release at any time. Stay as long as you can. Good. And then come down. I'll come up this way. Okay. So I'm stretching, I'm opening, trying to stabilize, and then come this way. And bend my elbow so I can get my wrist and push. Open. And then Vasisthasana variation. Make sure your hands is in a comfortable place. I always say, come down and do it again if it doesn't feel right. Okay? Only you can prevent forest fires. Ta-da! Straighten that leg on top of the other if you choose. This is a ta-da pose, so say it to yourself. Ta-da! Emily, your voice is on. Shut it off. Unmute. Ta-da! Good. And come down. Beautiful. And just come down onto your back and just shake out, rub your wrists. Make sure you're muted on the bottom left. Good. Beautiful. Let's see how we're doing. Good, we're doing beautifully. So, come into a seated position before we come into our restorative. We're just going to take your left leg, stretch. So I'm bringing this up close, flexing my long leg and coming around. Breathe. Take a deep breath in, lengthening the spine, always a gentle twist. Feel the stretch on the outside of this left leg. And then come back and do the other side. Lift up, feel the stretch, bring the leg as close as you can. And then come around. Good. And then bring your feet, just stretch forward. Bring the soles of your feet together. Come over. And then take your legs and come onto your forearms. We're just going to let them rock a little to release the lower back. Good. So we're going to do a little breath work, and then we're going to do a restorative pose, legs up the wall or your couch, or you could just do Shavasana. So sit in any comfortable position, legs, you can be in a chair, legs folded straight, so arm bones, heart open. So bringing your hands to your heart and your belly, just breathing into the belly. Eyes soft. Bringing the breath all the way up to your clavicles. And empty. Top, middle, bottom. Draw that navel in. Couple more times. Follow the path of your breath through the nostrils, into the trachea, bronchial tubes, expanding your lungs, Expanding your rib cage, and then emptying, squeezing the air out. Good. And then resting your hands in any comfortable position. You're going to take a deep breath in, and we're going to breathe out through the mouth and come over. It's going to be like you're expelling any stale, old energy now. We moved a lot of stuff. Let's expel it. Okay, so I'm breathing in, and the navel's coming towards the spine as you do that. Let's do it a few more times. Breathe in again. And good. Coming back up. Pranayama, breath work, can sometimes make you feel lightheaded. That's why it's nice to do a relaxation after. We're going to do one more. You might need a tissue. It's a balancing breath. So you're going to take your thumb and your forefinger, and we're just going to alternate exhalation. So it's like this. It is like blowing your nose in your hands, but get a tissue. So the inhalation is passive. It's not like I'm taking a breath and breathing out. It just happens automatically because that's how our bodies are. So just do a few rounds of those. Thumb on your right nostril, take your right hand, and then the ring finger goes to the left. So you're just alternately breathing out. You'll feel your navel going in. It's a nice cleansing breath, especially with allergy season, dust. And then just bring that to a close if you need a tissue for your shirt. Good. We have time for a beautiful relaxation. So, one way to do legs up the wall is to bring your hips close to a wall or a couch, wherever you are. And then I'm just going to rotate around like this. And I'm trying to work my glutes as close as I can. And arms, just stretch yourself out. This is a beautiful restorative pose. And you can open up your legs at any point. You can go like that. So we're going to spend a few minutes just letting and receiving the energy that you move today. Let it all integrate, all the moves, all the poses, all the breath work. Let your body integrate that, receive it. Let your mind rest. So get yourself in a comfortable position. And just let your body relax and rest for the next few minutes. Very slowly, deepen your breath, bringing your awareness back into your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Rotate your ankles and wrists. If your legs are still up the wall, just bend them and bring them down. Just stretch yourself out. And just come over into a fetal position. And then slowly, slowly come to seated. And thank you for participating in this practice today. Namaste. I'm going